This is a little bit old news from a couple days ago, but I'm pretty happy that the women's soccer team lost. Um, they don't represent me. They don't represent common American beliefs. These people are corrupt. They are communist. I don't like communists. Um, the whole thing that I've already said before with these women, they talk about equal pay, but the problem is, like I said before, when the population is over 50% women and they aren't generating revenue, like who do they have to blame but themselves? Why aren't they like calling out other women for not buying their jerseys, coming to their games, and that, so they can generate the revenue to make as much as men, or if not, probably more? But they don't have the support because nobody cares about women's soccer. Nobody cares about the WNBA. And they want to make as much as the men because they want to say, oh, our effort, or we do good at winning. But it's like, it would be almost like me saying, since I make videos, I should get paid as much as the top YouTube viewer out there. I don't get paid nothing from doing this, but it's kind of like that. Nobody cares. Like, I don't have views. People aren't viewing my stuff, so why should I get paid as much as that person who is putting out good material that everyone likes to hear, like their opinions? So I shouldn't get paid like them. I shouldn't get paid at all. I hardly get any views. But they think since they're playing soccer that they should get paid as much as men because the men don't win championships. But that's everyone. A lot more eyes are on the men's game than there are the women's game. Nobody cares about women's soccer. Most people don't give a damn about my channel. A couple people do. And I appreciate you guys for watching or listening. But you got to come down to reality. If they wanted, communism is everything equal, so you might as well, after you play the game, it doesn't matter who wins, it's a tie. At the end of the season or the tournament, everyone gets a championship trophy. That's communism. So it's like, it's a bunch of bullshit. Like, they want to take the men's revenue and split it with the women's. But it don't work like that. Well, like, they should be mad at themselves. They should be mad at women for not supporting. That's who they should be calling out. But they don't. And I think it's hilarious that they lost. I'm so tired of hearing about them. When the World Cup or whatever the hell's going on, I don't care about that shit. My Twitter was like, they were all over my fucking Twitter. Like, it was getting forced down my throat. I don't follow them. It's like, it was annoying. But yeah, to see that people who hate America get defeated, like, yeah, you're rooting against America. I don't give a fuck. To me, they're not even American. I don't care if they are playing with the uniform of American colors, but they don't represent values here in America, man. And these people are vile people. And I used to be a leftist. I used to be one of them. I was not as bad as delusional as those people. And I pretty much have a lot of the same basic beliefs as I did when I was viewed as a radical leftist. in my teens. So, anti-war, pro-gun, pro-freedom of speech, those were my staples. Still have them. So, I'm viewed probably as center right, and then some radical leftists will view me as a Nazi. And I don't like Nazis. I think Nazis are low IQ people. So it's just like the whole thing is played out. It's dumb. The wage gap is it's been debunked countless times. It's because women don't work as much as men. If a woman isn't getting paid as much as a man, like my company I work for, they're not gonna bring a woman in and pay her less. Like, you can't do that. That's it. And if women were getting paid less, wouldn't you just hire all women? Wouldn't the company just hire all women to pay them less? And if that's what's going on. So it's just like, it's been debunked. Like, they don't work as many hours. Men work a lot more overtime than they do. That's why men make more money. And like I said in a video yesterday, that is going to change when men stop working as hard. And stuff is going to suffer. So women need to come and pick up the slack. They want to be men. Well, okay, come and be us. Like, yeah, there's some cool stuff for us. But there's a lot of stuff that we go through that we don't let people know, like especially women. It's hard being a man. It's the face of the constant rejection, the constant competitiveness that you deal with on a day-to-day basis at work. It's constant, man. And the defeat, like, we feel things right away, and there's nobody that's gonna save us. There's nobody gonna come and save me. There's no woman that's gonna see me and be like she comes from money or whatever, she's got money. She's not gonna be like, oh man, he's talented, I'm gonna bring him aboard, I'm gonna start dating him. No, she wants to date men that are older than, not older, but like make more money or make as much money as her. It is a zero chance for a woman that makes a lot more money than me gonna be like, oh my god, this guy is so cool, he's so hot, I'm so attracted to him. Oh, he doesn't look at, he ain't got no followers, no one's buying his books, no one's listening to his music, nobody's watching his videos. Like, I'm just a regular person, man. And then it shows that I'm a failure. That's what that shows. It shows that I'm a failure. They're not gonna be like, their pussy's gonna get all wet and be like, oh yeah, I wanna invest in him. Like, they don't have that mentality. If it was me and I had like a ton of money and I seen like a woman that had no money, like, I kind of like nerdy girls. They kind of seem like, I think nerdy girls who are kind of nerdy young women who they don't have the self-confidence or the ego. You can see a lot of it, like, they lack a lot of that. It's like they haven't been tainted by the internet yet. But if there was a couple little changes in their fashion, or some things that can be upgraded, maybe their glasses or whatever, they can be like gorgeous, but like, no woman's ever gonna come up and be like, well, I can help push his fucking books, or I push his music, or I can do this and help him do this, and like, they ain't gonna fucking do that. They don't do that shit. So it's just like, we're fucking different, man. We're different. So this whole feminism bullshit is not gonna last. It's unsustainable. And if you look at if you look at poor countries, they don't have feminism because it doesn't work. It's a luxury, and it's something that is cause for massive changes in society and the way that people think. Like, I was talking about how women, a lot of women need some type of control, because like and I'm not for slavery. I'm not saying that. I don't like when people are enslaved, but it just seems like a lot of women, they don't have that. Like, back in the day, they cared what their peers think. They cared what their moms thought. A lot of females now, with like the sexual liberation or whatever the hell's going on, where like they can be promiscuous and there's, it's fine. Like, that's not a problem. Well, back in the day, back in my day, women would hold other women accountable. They cared what their moms think. They cared what their grandmas think. They didn't want to be looked in a bad light. And it's just like, they don't care now. Like, they'll just go up on the internet and just like, they'll put all the worst out there. That's not all of them, but there's a good portion of them that do that. And there isn't that humiliation factor, or like, I think that it's best if it's controlled by other women, like having standards for themselves and respect for themselves, and being like, why are you listening to your single friend who parties all the fucking time? She's a fucking loser. There needs to be more of that. Or like, why are you dating that fucking loser? He's a drug dealer. Are you fucking stupid? Like, there needs to be more of that, but there isn't. And you see the lack of support from other females, or accountability from other females. And if there was more of that, things would be a lot different. What are these guys doing up here now, man? They're always fucking with something. So yeah, there's just lack of accountability from other women. That's the best way to control, or keep, because like, if a woman is completely free, like, the internet just shows us like they don't care, and there's like no accountability or nothing like that. So the internet's exposing a lot of things in human nature, and it's really interesting to look at and understand. Like, people put their politics over their like love life, and they find somebody that can, like, they really gel with, but they don't mash well. Like, they don't have their same political beliefs, so they just like abandon them, or like, or they could find like a potential like great partner, and then they're just like, oh, you like Trump, oh, you're gone, or you like Biden, it's just like, you could have really built an awesome life with somebody, but everyone's individuals now, and it is what it is, man. This is a society that is not going to sustain very long.